use me for, guys. Okay?
Love it.
That's all I got.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
You don't know how much we value you. I mean, I can't tell you, except for not being able to change those numbers of 55 into something that worked for me. We value you, brother. You are such a great person who comes with great information and assistance. And for those who don't know Ricky Camus and have not had the pleasure of meeting him or at least hearing him as he teaches, he does teach CE courses. He also is one who is very well versed in what is going on in the market. You have heard him. He does not turn away anything, I'm sure, but he definitely is picking markets that are active and that are going to make a difference, not only in our life as realtors, but in his life as a loan officer. He partnered with the right people. This is not an island issue. There may be some realtors or some real estate agencies that love to do it on their own, and you don't want to take this and don't want to partner with anyone. That is not the Uncommon Realtors. We are out there to get people loans, to get people in the homes that they desire to be in. And those 90,000 people out there, I want 25,000 of them right now. Let's get them moving, guys. We can do this. This is something that we study our game, we study the information, and we put this thing out so that we can be the ones who are going to turn 2022 into just a magnificent generational wealth.
I got one thing I want to add if I can.
Go for it.
So you guys know I'm a big lead gen guy, right? Like I generate a lot of leads. A lot of you are calling on some of my leads. So over the last week, I started calling, right? Because I wanted to see, what a real conversion would be if we pounded it with the right messaging. Now, anytime any breaking news comes out, you use that to your advantage, okay? So what happened in November with mortgages specifically? Prices went up, right? The loan limit went up, right? So I changed all my messaging to, hey, Bill, this is Ricky. You're on my website. You are so fortunate you called because the government just increased the loan limit on conventional and FHA loans, and it has never been easier to qualify for a loan. That one message, 14 applications in 5 days.
Wow.
That one message. I had a 80% callback rate. I've never had that.
That's awesome.
FYI. So some of you are calling my leads. Try that message when you're leaving a message.
Okay, give it one more time so we can take notes on it, brother.
Yes, sir. Hey, Kenneth, it's Ricky with AmeriFirst Financial. How you doing, man?
Doing well.
Good. Hey, you were on my website looking at some property, whether you bought or not, it's kind of irrelevant. But listen, I don't know if you saw the news, but the government just increased the loan limit on conventional and FHA mortgages and has made it easier than ever to qualify for a loan.
Nice.
What? How did you get my? Right. That's all the stuff I get.
Right.
How'd I get you? You know what? God blessed me with your name and number today, brother. You know what I mean? I don't know if you believe in God. It's kind of irrelevant, because we're all going somewhere. But God dang it, he gave me your name and number today and said I needed help.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you called. Thank you.
I know you are. I could tell. I could hear it in your tone. I know, everybody in your family is going to be calling. I get it. But let's start with you first, okay?
Sounds good. Let's go. What do I need to do?
That's it.
Thank you, Ricky. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Okay, guys, we want to move on just a little bit more. And right now we've got what we're going to term a call to action. There were several of our team who went over to the property at Granada on Saturday. It is a flip property. Yvonne has been involved in it. Charles, Yvonne, I think, was the manager of it. Is that right, Yvonne? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was.
So can you tell me just real quickly, what does it involve being a manager of a property that you're turning over, you're flipping?
You need to be there not only to make sure your contractors are doing what they're supposed to do, but it gives you an opportunity to learn everything that the contractors are doing. For example, taking pictures of the process of moving forward and making sure, the light fixtures the outlets are the right outlets. The everything's lined up, and the bathrooms, if there's paint, just so on and so forth, stuff like that.
Basically, to make sure that the house is something that's presentable, that's something you would be proud to sell.
Correct.
Okay, sounds good. And typically, when that kind of happens, or you go into that circumstance, what does the house look like at first?
It looks like no one would be living there. It looks awful.
Okay, and we've seen that happen as well. Now, Summer, you got an opportunity to go there as well as Tiffany. You got an opportunity to go there. Summer, tell me one thing you learned about that process.
Put me on the spot.
I know.
Okay.
Welcome to Uncommon Realty.
My notes too. Okay. Oh gosh, I learned a lot of things from that process. I guess one of the biggest takeaways was how you can go in and take an older property and just knock out some walls, and all of a sudden it's a new place and it's desirable. Just
Okay.
these small little tweaks, and all of a sudden, yeah.
Love it. That's good. That's a good point. Okay, Tiffany, what'd you learn? Give me something. One thing. You're muted. You're muted. I can't hear you. Come on. Help me out.
Come on now. Hi. How are
out.
you? One thing that I learned at the place on Granada, I noticed that you do have to probably be there often to watch the contract work. Because if you are not, things can stray. And I would say that women have a certain touch for the way things are supposed to be. I did think that the idea of removing the wall, I thought that was like the best choice you could choose to basically restructure that whole house.
Good deal.
That's pretty much what I caught on to, but
That's
other
good.
than that,
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't have to tell me the whole story. Give me a piece. I got the piece. Thank you. Alan, tell me something you learned. You're on mute. Got it, Alan? Still muted.
All right. Can you hear me
We
now?
don't get you technologically set yet, bro. I promise you. Go.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So I'm just learning the process of how to find deals, structure deals, and analyze deals. So that was one of the things. Now I know I have a team that I can network with, whether I'm looking to find a property or find a property that I can find an investor. So it's great that we partner with Ricky. Ricky has been a great contributor to helping me as far as what it is that now I need to do in order to take my investing business to the next level. So I appreciate all you guys. It's great to be on this team, and I'm just excited about learning this new process and where it could take me in the future.
Hey, thank you. Now, I could go to a couple of others and ask them, but I'm not going to do that right now. What I want to get your attention to and ask is, how many of you out there, whether you put your thumbs up in the chat or you wave and go a thumbs up like this, would like to get into investing and find these homes so you can be a part of it? I see one. I see two. I see three. I don't see any thumbs there. I see another one. Chantel. Good deal. Who else? Come on. I know there's somebody who wants more money, more passive income to come your way. Come on, there's got to be some. I see you, Brandy. I see it. Come on. This is it. Raphael, I see you. Alan, I got you. look, we can do this. First of all, Wallace, I see your thumb. Thank you. Donna, I got your smile. I got it. Here's the deal. We need you, and Coach got you as well. We need you, and Kathy as well. I'm getting more and more. But here's the point. We need you to open your eyes, open your ears, and start traveling in neighborhoods that could give us the opportunity to bring you into a phenomenal deal and bring some flips and a different collaborative effort to bring money into this organization and into your pockets. Now, if we want to look at it as there's a couple of different ways to do it, and I'm going to let our financial transaction wizard talk to us on that. He's got the lowdown. We sat down and we've gone over this. We put the pieces together, and I think we've got something that is going to turn your world around. If you open your eyes and start finding these places and bringing them to the table, Mark, take it away.
Thanks, Kenneth. So as the hands went up, it looks like everyone is very interested in investing. So as most of you know, Charles and I have been doing investing for the last 25 plus years, and we're currently doing a lot of flips. So we want to be able to teach you folks how to do the same thing without having the fear of investing. A lot of people think, oh, I want to invest, but then they have that fear factor because they don't know what they're doing. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And they never pull the trigger because they're just too scared. So we're giving you the opportunity to work with us and see how we do it so that that fear factor goes away. So what we're proposing is a variety of ways to participate in a couple of the investment projects that Charles and I are doing. One of the ways is you find the deal for us. So if you're interested in finding a deal that can be flipped, we'll give you criteria to be looking for. And so basically we want you looking for a distressed property that can be fixed up, and we need to know what the comps are in that area. If the comps are high and the property is distressed, you look at the property, depending upon what rehabs is, do some numbers in your own head, think how much it's going to cost rehab. And then if it looks like, in your mind, a good deal, bring that deal to us. If you bring the deal to us, then you'll act as our agent on the sale. So you'll get the commission when we purchase the home. And then if you want to do the management of the flip, since you brought the deal to us, we will give you a 20% of the proceeds, of the net proceeds at the end when the property sells. And that's if you want to actively manage it, just like what Yvonne has been doing. She's managed at least 2 of our 3 projects, I believe, so that we've done so far. Is if you're not able to find properties, but you have money to invest. We don't particularly need the money, but we want to teach you folks how to use that money. So what we're willing to do is, if you want to, for instance, after we purchase a property, there's always going to be rehab costs. So if you want to invest in that rehab cost for us, we will pay you an interest rate based upon your involvement. So if you simply want to invest, say, I've got $20,000 to invest, you loan it to us, and that's all you want to do, is we'll give you an 8% return on that particular money when the property sells. If you want to loan us money and you want to actually get involved in the management of it, then we'll give you a 10% on the return on that particular money. The investments need to be $10,000 increments, and we can have multiple people invest on a particular project depending upon what the rehab costs actually are. We'll never borrow money that we don't need. So if the rehab costs are $20,000, that's all we're going to request as far if anyone wants to invest. To participate in this, we ask a couple of things. That you have to have an LLC, because any checks that we cut at the end of the day after the sale of the property, we're going to make that payment to your LLC. That protects you. It's a limited liability corporation. There's a level of protection there. There's certain things you can do tax-wise. You can talk to an accountant that can give you all that kind of guidance and all that sort.